I've got the Razor Bill coming in for refueling, by the way. Just by that. Oh, wow. Why have both Albatross decided to no longer have
I put them
patrol
on
routes?
I have given them targets.
Ow.
I
After
gave them.
that, they... Oh.
I intentionally am taking them out like 4 kilometers or so they can line up for a strafing run. And then I was just going to come back and give them a
That
patrol
makes
route
sense, yeah.
after. Because they don't do well when their patrol is right next to the island. They can't... if you've tried manually flying them, they don't turn very well at all.
Yeah. Just deployed a fairly nice missile.
Yep, I got a couple more lined up.
What do you do?
Each Albatross should have a target right now.
They did their one attack and then stopped.
Yeah, I literally just input a command for one.
Ah, cool.
And I can see the missile in the distance.
It sadly
Don't know if it was enough to get a kill,
No.
but...
I'm not seeing the commands that you've given them for some reason. Yeah, I'm not seeing the additional commands you've given. Weird. Oh, no, I am.
Yeah, because it literally just delivered its payload, and then the other Albatross is coming in for a run now.
Yeah. You on the move? Certainly are.
Okay, they both have patrols. And here comes our friendly chopper for a landing.
How close do you want us to be? I'd say 2K.
I would say a little closer now that...
Okay.
How close are we?
We're not... we are currently 2.8.
What side of the island is the control station on?
More towards the north, but there are cannons around it, so we want to deal with those. Does either of the Albatross have bombs?
Neither have bombs. The one that doesn't have the camera has laser missiles, which you can't aim without a gimbal camera, I guess, so...
Okay, I'm going to set up an Albatross with bombs just to see how well it does in that role.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep the deck clear, because we need to bring one Albatross back for refuel.
Right, yep. A2 is currently rearming.
Do we want to deploy the Walrus as well?
Yes.
What does it have? Like, what is... I guess I can come up...
30mm. It also has an articulate camera and IR countermeasures. Not that will.
So if they all have 30 mil, is the Walrus tankier?
Yes.
Like, what is its...
Seems to be.
Okay. So should we go ahead and deploy all surface vehicles?
Yeah, sure. The Walrus has 20 armor, and the Seals have 10 armor.
Ah, so it is much thicker then.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to have trouble going against the current.
That's a good question, actually.
We're about to find out.
Question I do not have a good answer for.
They should all be deploying right now. What are you controlling?
I'm currently controlling nothing.
Okay. I'm going to hop on the Albatross.
Hey. A2, by the way, is armed with bombs. We can launch that one, but I'm going to wait for the current Albatross to land first.
Okay. I'm doing some more carrier volley.
Okay.
From the deck guns.
Okay. Deck ends fired. It might be nice if we can secure an island that has...
Took out 2 Seals and a turret.
large munitions, then we would be able to just keep using that.
That was a good hit. Yeah. All right. Albatross has landed for refuel. Are you bringing the land vehicles in?
To find out
Maybe we
which
should have
one is
got
the
closer.
walrus.
We actually could get closer. Do you just want to like put them back on the carrier, and we can just
We've
drive
already got
up?
them out. It'd be worth seeing how long it takes him to get in there.
Yeah, that's true. We could like do it for science.
What I'm worried about is that other cannon. If we can launch the other Albatross to do a bombing run on that cannon, would be great. It looks like the Albatross that needed a refuel is now here. I'm going to set the bomber Albatross up to do a bombing run. Take it out first. So we're nice and far away. Should be a patrol, I'm not entirely certain, but I think it is. Yes, it is. So you can actually set up a patrol between just 2 points. Sure they can go. Right. This is on the way. Yeah, the walrus has got... well, actually, yeah, the seals have 400 hit points. The walrus has 400 hit points. So it is literally just the amount of armor that it has, basically. Right, it's Alex, can you hear me? I think he may be explaining things to his chat. I need to check out. I gotta go do fuzzer meds and also a bio break, game of death bot, etc. What are we doing? Are we going down or going up? We are pitching down currently, I would say. That being said, I think we're alright. Let's go. Shh. Okay, now to see if that bombing run works. All we need to do is take out that turret. You need to come back. I want to see how accurate this is at 1 kilometer up. If it's not particularly accurate at all, then I'll swing it down a bit lower. Some support. Complete.
All right. I was actually looking at a target, and then I got distracted by chat, and then I forgot about them.
No worries, I just took out the remaining enemies. I've got an Albatross doing a quick run. to hopefully bomb the turret. We'll see. I had it pretty high up just to see how well it could do from that distance. And
it's like the vehicles are moving. But I think if we were making a serious attempt on the campaign, we definitely would want to be closer.
Yeah.
Just for time. Because, like, if we were ever making a serious attempt against the AI, because they have 6 islands now, and we're on our 3rd.
Yeah.
Not that I'm actually competing with them. I'm trying to get an idea of what we're expected by the game at this point.
Yeah. Well, I need to go deal with some fuzzer meds and a quick tea break. So I'm gonna park myself over here.
Yep. I can
and hopefully come back to no exploded bridge.
You can optionally mute me for your stream or leave me unmuted, and I will just be chattering away back
I will leave you to entertain my chat in my absence.
Okay, great.
Okay, back in a bit. I return.
You wouldn't believe what I've been dealing with while you've been gone.
Try me.
The land vehicles all got stuck on this strange... Like, I had this experience yesterday as well. There is if you look over my shoulder where I'm sitting...
Yeah.
This little piece with this thin thing is a bridge. And if you try and, like... It's the only way to get up on the land here, for whatever reason. I don't know why. And they get stuck because the bridge is so thin, they try to pathfind by driving up the wall. So you have to take them in a very cautious route, plant them like here on this little island, and then...
And now I'm going to send them back.
Oh no.
Because the turret's gone, so I've just given the seal with the virus bots an order to go and deploy and then head back.
Yeah, I would say keep one escort with him just in case somebody pops out of the woodwork.
Yeah, sure, okay. Let's grab this one. You can be their escort.
Just in case.
There shouldn't be anything at this point, though. Also, by the way,
No,
if you
really
hear an excited ferret in the background, don't worry.
The future is now. Self-driving vehicles.
Right, this was going to give us basically a jet engine fighter, by the seams of it. But where are we going to want to go next?
That is a good question. I'm going to try and swing around the island first, spool the engine up, so that way we can pick our boys up faster. I kind of already brought it in a little closer.
Okay. There is an albatross trying to land.
Ah, yeah. Of course.
Never a dull day, eh? Oh yeah, I can see that approach now. I can actually see it, the topology of the island on the main map.
Uh-huh.
Ouch. That is a nasty approach.
All right, Albatross is landed. I came to a stop for it.
I guess the only other way to get up there easily would have been to approach from the south, because there's no cliffs in that direction. Or maybe from the east?
All
So,
right, we're going to bring this in nice and slow.
Do you think the best way to approach this then is to have the carrier do a lot of the fighting?
I think that the carrier with the support, like, I was very impressed by the deck guns just there.
Yeah.
And their ability to lock in on clusters of targets.
5 clicks out to be able to use that.
Yeah, I would say that I like that better. I like thinning out the majority with the deck guns from a distance, then kind of going in with taking out the individuals with strafing runs instead of wasting ammunition from the main guns.
Yeah.
Like use the 30 mil cannons or whatever what do the albatrosses have?
20 mils, I think. I'll double check though.
Take those, maybe pop a few missiles, and
yeah, 20 mils.
I also like the idea of having the anti-air albatross sort of be the first to launch?
Well, I'm thinking, once you've got this place set up, we should actually start production of the, what is the Manta? Because that looked like a much more capable air-to-air
How do you even
fighter.
see them?
Well, it's what this island is producing. If you zoom right in and have a look,
Yeah, Mantas have 4 armor, is it? And 80 health? We have... Okay, so the Albatross is a scout wing. A Manta is a proper jet.
Because when I sent out our Albatross, not really knowing what that air asset was, it simply moved around it and then was following in its wake. And it was like, oh, right.
Yeah, having the Albatross armed with AA doesn't seem good because the Manta seems so much more maneuverable, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, making an anti-air Manta would be great.
Could you tell me what the last one is? Petrel. Heavy lift rotor. Okay. So it's like a Chinook or something.
160 HP, 4 armor.
Look at the weight, though.
Yeah, 20,000 kilograms.
Yeah.
It's not that much heavier than the Razor Bill, but it's way tankier.
Interesting.
So,
have we
captured the island? Oh,
yeah, we have. Would that be able to carry our vehicles to where they need to be? Because that would be so much faster.
Oh, that would be sweet. Yeah. Blueprint unlocked for the Manta chassis. So this island produces Mantas.
Yep. Once we've
How do we view
locked
that?
it. I think once you've got the blueprints, you can just go into stuff and select how much of it you want for it to make.
So if we have the... I'm going to just look at the other screen so I can kind of push the buttons too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we scroll.
So you scroll into the factory, so the yellow aircraft factory at this place. We've got the Razor Bill and the Manta chassis available to us.
You have to look at the map.
Yeah. You scroll right in.
Okay.
And that gives you the factory. And then you click on it and say how many you want. They cost 1,250 each.
Oh, wow.
I see no reason not to get 2 and have them delivered. So I've just set up 2 to be made, and then they'll be in, I guess, inventory, and we can send a barge to collect them.
Yes, this is where the logistics gets confusing, though, because a barge can only be queued up from one place at a time. My understanding is you can't have a barge that hops, skips, and jumps from the headquarters to this place to us. That's what chat was telling me.
Oh, right, okay, so each barge just goes between one source and the carrier.
Yes.
Right, okay, so that would be the advantage of having multiple barges then, is because you could pull resources from multiple locations. That makes a lot more sense. Makes an awful lot more sense.
I was told that the barges can't make like multiple pickups.
Yeah.
On the same trip. Okay. You can repurpose it wherever you want, but I don't know that it can like pick up stuff here, then pick up stuff there, then come to us and deliver all of it.
Okay, well, I'm not entirely certain that we need what Steadfast is offering then, given that. I think we need to go get fuel, secure a route for fuel.
What does Steadfast have?
It's got... It looked like something along the lines of radar and...
I'm going to look at the inventory and see what that is.
I think it's radar
and
countermeasures.
It's just utility factory.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to see the individual icons' meanings.
Inventory. Support weapons.
Yeah, it's probably on this page.
Which one are you looking at?
Okay, so utility in stock is observation cameras, gimbal cameras, actuated cameras, radar, aka AWACS, fuel tanks for aircraft, radar, sonic pulse generators, smoke launchers of stream and explosive. Oh, virus modules. That's how we get more virus modules. And deployable droids, whatever that means. So it might be worth.
Oh, okay, so smoke launcher stream is one of the things that it's got there. The radar detects air and sea vehicles within 10 kilometers.
How do you see the individual icons?
Right, so I'm clicking on the names, and it's showing the icon next to it.
But sorry, how did you see what Steadfast has
Oh,
specifically?
so you go to the
'Cause
map at the inventory screen, and then you hover over its grayed out icon.
Oh, I was on the pilot's, like
Yeah.
the captain's map. Ah, okay.
So I'm thinking that Steadfast is not as important to us as securing a steady supply of fuel will be.
Yeah,
So I think
we're
Frontier
gonna
is
need
a
some
better
fuel
one.
eventually. Yeah.
And then, and then Gentix after
Droid
that
armies.
has the various turrets that are available, which would allow us to better arm our vehicles.
I believe we confirmed to have all surface and air landed and aboard. Hopefully. So we wanted to go north. Is that right?
Give me just a second. I will bring it up. Yes.
I hear action music. Why do I hear boss music?
Is it because the needle is out there?
It's because we have a contact at 10,000 meters.
Yeah, that's the enemy ship. That's on the other side of the island to us.
Ah, yeah.
It's not something we need to concern ourselves about. I would say... let's see.
Do you have a heading?
Yes, 336 degrees. 11 kilometers away.
336. There we go. Lock it in. And we are cruising. All right. What you doing on logistics?
Okay, I was trying to work out which turrets Gentix has available, and it does have the interesting ones. So it's got artillery, the artillery gun, also, the 100mm cannon.
Yeah, it's weird that you have to. Do you have to look at them from
really
the
annoying.
page and then go into the manual to find out what they are?
The 120 artillery gun, the 100 battle cannon, and also the 40mm ground vehicle cannon. So this is more like a tank cannon compared to what we've got. Well, it's not that much of a big one, but
Is it
it's
okay?
10 millimeters
Does this say
wider.
something about me that if I were playing this solo, I'd be like, we don't have battle cannons, artillery guns, 40mm turrets, 100mm heavy cannons, 30mm gimbal turrets. Why don't I just stick to what I know? I'm just gonna go find where I can get replacement 20mm auto, like the stuff we already have, because it's like it's intimidating to me that there's like 5 or 6 other gun types to try to balance. I guess that's why you need a crew.
Yeah.
Someone just needs to be a logistics officer and be like, yep, this is what we have, this is what we need. This is where we can get it. I feel like logistics and inventory is a full-time job on this for sure.
Definitely agreed. It looks like we're going to have to take on a level 3 location after this, though.
Oh, is it fuel level 3?
No. It's only a level 2, and then the turret place is only a level 1, so it should be really easy. But if we want to get from Nemesis or Dionysus, with Nemesis being surface chassis, so the Walrus, it looks like, and the Seal, and then Dionysus being large munitions.
Do you think we should have taken Steadfast just because it's all by itself and trying to go back to it? It's gonna be a pain.
No, not necessarily, I don't think. Oh, actually, no, it's a mule, logistics support vehicle. What? Oh, I guess. Right, I'm seeing... I think I'm making sense now. The Walrus is an all-purpose vehicle. The Bear is a heavy platform. I imagine the Bear would be the one you'd attach artillery to. And then you'd probably want Mule to ferry munitions to the bay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I love that that's possible, and also I'm immediately
I mean, that's
terrified.
guesswork on my part, I will be honest, but it seems that way.
Chat loves logistics.
Who doesn't?
They love it. Most of the games we play are logistics based.
Yes.
So that's reasonable.
Are we still at the heading of 336 degrees?
We're at 335 to 337. It's on a heading
That's
lock.
fine. Got another 4.4 kilometers to go, and that will put us within 4 kilometers of the island. So we should be able to hit every part of the island at that point. In fact, let me just double check. Okay, we're going to get a little bit closer instead. Let's get... I'm going to give you a different heading.
You don't know what logistics is?
350.
Oh, sorry. 350. Logistics is just the... Oh, let me get the 350 first. It's making sure that you have supply lines. It's making sure that you don't run out of fuel. It's making sure that you don't run out of ammunition. It's making sure that all of your chains of resources, or in this case, chassis, are going to and fro. It's the port. It's what keeps... It's the equivalent of something that does not have logistics would be like a spearhead, where you break through a front line and go as far as you can, and then the enemy encircles you. You didn't create like a supply line to keep your front line fulfilled with its inventory, stockpile, food, rations, resources to actually maintain its position. Amazon, but wartime. The practice of moving things where they need to be. Yeah.
I'm setting our barge to bring us the Manta chassis. Or would you like to do that? Is this something you've done before?
Maybe I've done it once, but yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, sure. I've already queued up the Manta chassis to be moved, so you just need to set up the waypoints.
So the barge says idle.
Yep. You just click on the barge, but it has to be on map, and then you select waypoint. And you should be able
so
to drag
it needs to go to Splinter to pick it up?
Yes. The one that we just took over. Right.
So I think I did it.
Coming to a full stop.
Does this look right to you?
Actually, let me... you said you wanted this set up. Let me just make sure that we are... Engine's on stop, but engine still turned on. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks perfect. Yeah, I can see the supply lines there.
So how do I see that the barge is actually going to pick up?
The icons. So... When you set it up, or if you go to the map and zoom right in, you should have seen
the pending order.
Yeah.
We have a pending order of 2 Manta chassis on the stock screen. And we have none in stock. And then we can see once it's in transit. That's so cool.
Do we have a... Are we running low on the...
That island is that lava?
I think it is, yes.
Okay, which of the aerial vehicles do we want to send?
I'll tell you in just a second. I'm just checking our stock of virus drones, because...
Viruses.
I'm a little bit concerned.
Oh, did you outfit
we've got 20 in storage and 4 in carrier stock. We're probably going to want to bring more of those along. I think A5 I set up. I gave it a gimbal camera.
Okay, which plane should we launch?
A5 in for a scout, yeah.
Is there any particular reason for that one over the others? Is A2 the anti-air? Oh, why? I do this every time. They have scrambled something.
Yes, they've got aircraft that we can see.
And of course, I'm bringing up
activating CWIS. And both AAs.
every time we start deploying. I gotta start getting ahead of that. Because worst case scenario, it blows up our own plane on the runway.
Looking for it in the sky, don't see it.
Stations.
Oh, there we are. I'm scanning it now. I think it is actually... Yeah, it's a rotorcraft. It's a heavy lifter.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Anti-air has a lock, but
I don't
how many
think...
AA missiles do we have first?
I'm going to say that an Albatross will be able to take that out. It's got no
Probably,
weapon
but
system
we're not
on
launching the AA Albatross. We have the other. We have A5.
A5 has rotary cannons on it, so...
True, but the enemy rotor has missiles.
Really?
Yeah,
scanned
just
it.
like our helis. Unless you scanned it and it doesn't have anything.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's a heavy lifter, so it's basically just cargo, I think.
Okay. I don't know about.
But I might be wrong. It could have bombs for all I know, but it doesn't. It isn't showing any weapon system under scan.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh, you go. See,
This is
attacking.
not a good
This is not a
time.
good time now. Oh, it does have guns.
It does have guns.
And it's dead.
Whoops.
That was such a...
This is.
Interesting that it didn't tell me it had guns, though. Very interesting.
It just crashed on our deck.
It did just crash on our deck, yes. Rude.
This is all learning experience for us, okay, chat? I'm figuring things out.
I think I can see a ship over the other side of the island, which is worrying.
They do see our ships. They know we're here. And there is another plane scramble. If you want to...
I'm scanning it
I'm
now.
hopping into the Albatross.
I'm using the... it looks like an Albatross, just from visuals. It is. I'm checking what it's armed with. It didn't tell me. Damn it. Shall I launch the missile?
I say sure.
Missile away. Connection.
That is so pretty. Like, just the anticipating exactly where the enemy craft is going to be. They were about to launch another one. I am going to try calling in the deck cannon on it. Can you
I will
activate
get
it for me?
oh yeah, sorry. So
It is on the runway. Let me know when.
it's inactive. Oh, sorry. You wanted me to activate it, my bad. I
Yes,
completely
activate it.
misunderstood. There you go. Armed.
All right. Acquiring target. Incoming. Ooh, this is Lava Island. Get him on the runway. This is so
Yeah,
cool.
no, this is the thing. And I think that's what people were saying, is having the... actually attacking the hangar seems to be where it's at.
I can't tell if they've got any more planes.
I could just gun the hangar.
I got eyeballs on it. I'm watching it. I'll let you know if I see anything else coming out. I'm gonna paint a couple of land targets.
Yep. Right, disabling the cruise missile for now. Also, silencing the alarm for the time being, because there's nothing threatening the carrier itself.
That's fine. It's weird that you
Shutting down
can't
the
hear it
weapon
while you're
systems.
in the view screen.
I'm going to leave the main gun armed so that you are free to engage as you see fit.
Okay.
Barge is currently bringing mantas over to us. Let's have a look at you.
I can see their truck headlights.
Yeah,
Letting me
that's
tag
how
targets.
that's how I tagged them as well. It's actually pretty cool. And I can see them on the main map, on the holo map.
Yes.
That's really useful. Shockingly useful, actually.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. It looks like there's a couple just stood still. I might see if I can get them with the deck gun.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to paint them first and shoot them
Oh
after.
wow, I'm painting a load currently with the main weapon system.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off another volley here.
There does look to be a needle over on the far side of the island. There they go. That was the group I was looking at. And pop, perfect hit. There's another big convoy of them.
Good God, there's so many.
Deck gun firing. Trying to predict where they're going to be. I'm not sure I'm going to hit them, but...
Yeah, I've been kind of like just hitting the stationary
it
ones.
looks like we're going to get at least one kill. Possibly two.
Target-rich environment.
Okay, firing again.
But yeah, I like the deck gun strategy a lot. Like, it's just... If we can just keep that thing...
This is why
ammo.
we want to hit that level 3 place, though, is because it produces the ammo for the deck guns.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now we are burning a limited ammo supply.
Yes. It's for a
In
good
fact,
cause.
on that note, I'm going to go and check how much of that ammo we have.
Yeah, while you're up, check the radar as well, just to make sure we're not getting...
Yeah, nothing
Snuck up on by a boat.
showing up. We've got 2 aircraft out there.
Another fire away.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe get 3 if this other car moves in. And we're just
But
kind of being
we've only
patient
got
to try to get a triple.
37 160mm shells left. Once that's gone,
All right, 3
our
kills
deck
confirmed.
cannon strategy is over. Oh wow, our weapon system's got kind of smacked.
All right,
around a
another
bit.
one. I don't know if this one will get there in time for the 3rd. We got 1 car peeling off.
I'm just repairing the systems on the ship.
Ah, I missed one. Okay, let's go ahead and get some other air support in, and we can do some strafing runs.
Okay. Do you want to tell me what kinds of systems you want in the sky?
Like to craft, or
Yeah. Like if you want me to
I think we
arm
just
them in
need
any
that
particular
jet.
way. Okay, the jets.
we need that like manta.
5 clicks out for the mantas.
Because like I feel like since I accidentally made another albatross,
Fair enough.
we have 3 scouts already. So like getting a manta up would be amazing.
Yeah.
Let's get the deck lights on.
Well, the second Razor bill has A4 has a loadout of infrared missiles. If you're interested.
Yeah. Do they have 2 missiles
Yep.
each?
No, it has 2 missiles total.
Yeah. Right. Each of the helis has 2 missiles.
No, one of them is set up for autoguns. I can set up both of them to have infrareds, though.
One of them has autoguns. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Well, what would you
Yeah,
like?
I'm down with that.
Okay. Let me just reload it then. Okay,
Alright, I'm gonna
A3 has
get-
autoguns. It will be reloaded in a moment, and A4 has the infrared missiles. Do you
Trying to
want to
set up
launch a flare,
couple-
by the way?
I think we've painted almost all the targets. Unless you need one, I'm okay right
No,
now.
I'm good. A second.
All right, I am going to launch once we're not pointing down so much.
Yeah, we are on the down point right now. You know how to look at this screen to see which way the is it bow?
Yeah,
I
like
think
the
it's
top
bow.
the top right
Yeah.
is nose forward.
Top left is
Like right now, top left is like forward.
oh, yaw.
Portrait versus landscape. So top right, we want the the water line is purple.
Yeah, top left is roll and top
Yes.
right is pitch.
Pitch, right.
Sorry, it's a hell of a thing to try and find like technical terms in your second language. You're like, I don't know, I wasn't taught these words.
Whilst also commanding all these interesting things on a ship. Like, I'm doing a strafing run right now, too.
Yeah, I can see. That looks glorious. What have we got? Right, the barge is currently unloading, I think. Barge is currently idle. Marvelous. Alright, I'm going to send the barge to do something else.
Okay. You do that. I'm going to go ahead. I feel like we're constantly pointing nose down at the waves.
Why have we got needlefish
versus profile.
blueprints?
I don't know. Did we find them from somewhere?
We've got patrol vessels in the warehouse.
I don't even know what that means.
Artillery patrol vessels. Like, as in, we could have another ship. It costs us $8,000, but we could queue it. Cruise missile patrol vessel, artillery patrol vessel, torpedo patrol vessel, and sea whisk patrol vessel. It's a blueprint versus inventory, so we could buy the blueprints from there, I guess. Is that how that works?
Your question is as good as mine.
That's
also,
strange.
I'm just kind of distracted.
Because this is an island that we already control. I'm curious.
Is that a double? No. It's driving me crazy that you can't set a default air altitude for vehicles. Why does it default to 400 meters?
Oh, yeah. I mean, getting the anti-air boats would be amazing. Though, if we take the turret area and then the heavy munitions place, we'd be able to have an artillery boat.
One missile does not kill.
Is that the infrared or?
Oh, also I need to bring this albatross back. It took some fire, but we still have it. It was the whatever the loadout is. The ammo screen does not tell you a missile name, unfortunately. But it also there's a couple things that I would change now that I'm like in the combat.
Yeah.
The vehicle control screen does not have code names for each vehicle, so it's just like you don't know if you're looking at Albatross 1, Albatross 2. Their name is not present on the screen.
Yeah. Oh god.
So I can't tell you which one to look at to find out what missile it is.
Oh lord. The Manta can have an AWACS on it.
I like how you're head down in the logistics screen for you're like, oh, what's like the third island we should go for? We haven't even captured this one.
Right, I have set up a Manta for you. Oh, well, at some point. It's got 2 AA missiles, 2 autocannons, AWACS, gimbal camera, and 2 infrared countermeasures on it. We're not going to need her on this island, but the next time we're dealing with an air island, we should be in a very good position to deal with.